Right? We are live on Facebook. We are live on Facebook. What I want each one of us to do is send the link out, and then we go from there. Send the link out, share the link to our own, individual, as people will come right in the room. Good morning to everybody. Good morning to those who are coming in room. Guys know we have Sando. Time out here.
He disappeared. I can't see any.
Also, just send the link to you, Sando. You could definitely have the link.
I'm not seeing you, Triple or Sando.
I'm here.
Oh, it's Triple's connection then.
Guys, that's in the room. You could definitely just share the link. Share the link out. Share the link out. 2 minutes will definitely. This will be me.
Are you seeing me? I'm not. Okay. I'm not seeing.
Okay. Sando in the hot seat.
Yes.
All right. Definitely. And Tracy, top of the good morning. Lorraine, good morning. Millicent, good morning. Okay. Thank you guys for logging in. And just share, let's keep sharing the room, sharing the link as we go in.
Okay.
Share the link. As we have Mr. Sando in the hot seat, guys, it's gonna be really, really fun time this morning here.
Hey, Lynn, Tracy,
Coming, guys, share the
Millicent,
link.
Lorraine, Tracy.
Mr. Sando, I got a question for you. Good morning. How are you today?
Blessings, General. It's another beautiful day on the island here, and I really do give thanks for the opportunity this morning. Bless up everybody. Great.
Yes, most definitely blessings and grateful to have the experience in chit chatting with you through the whole week. The whole team we're going through. A lot of what I should say, listen to your tunes, them especially me up to last night. I was listening to some tracks that you have out, and I was like really massive. And your writing skills that because for a good song to be out there, your writing skills have to be on par. Wherein I see that it's on par. Now, Sando. Now, give me your I don't know if you put your government name out there or your musical name. How do you came up with the Sando?
Okay. Well, initially, initially it was Sandokan. I don't know if you know the
Sandokan.
history. Right. I don't know if you know the history or the tale surrounding the name
Oh yes,
Sandokan.
the most
But
wanted man ever.
so initially that was it. But how I came about it being Sandokan, I was thinking of a name and I was like,
Hmm.
I think Sandokan was a bad boy and him bad. But
Yes.
me now looking at it from a musical angle said that,
Okay.
Sandokan could have been a bad artist name, but I would also take a bad thing and make it look
Uh-huh.
good because, or maybe appear good. Well, that
Hmm.
was the initial intention, but understanding that the music industry is a place like this where people judge you without even knowing you.
Knowing
We
you, yeah.
had to we had to change. We had to change something about the name Sandokan. So when people hear it, they wouldn't just assume that he was another aspiring bad man, so to speak. So we took off the Sandokan and shortened it to call it Sando and added new
Okay.
meaning to it, making it
Hmm.
appear as I am a son of the Most High going out there to do his will. So hence we have Sando. And we say big up Sandstorms for that as well, because he's one of the persons who put deep thought behind it and we came to the agreement and that's how we are now at Sando. Yeah
Mm-hmm.
man.
Okay.
Ah,
That's
okay.
good. That's good. I like that. I like that.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, so Sando, you was raised up in Trenchtown, St Anne. And you were surrounded by music as you was growing up. Can you tell us a little bit about that as you growing up?
All right. So I was born in Kingston too. Nazy and Salah, my parents, them big
Hmm.
them up for me. Because we I think we started in Kingston maybe 2 or 3 years out of that time, and then we moved to Saint Anne. Yeah,
Okay.
Trench Town. We spend most of the time in a little village down there in Lawrence Park, and I am from a little town where them call Trench Town down there. Yeah, growing up in Trench Town was for me it 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 was amazing because I was surrounded by a lot of elders, and the elders they were the ones who I would have said instill some values from early in Sando that
Hmm.
people like
Hmm.
right now myself can take a lot from that and the music as far as that was concerned back then in Trenchtown it was just conscious music because every time I would have wander after any one of the elders them house, it would have been like some Bob Marley or maybe Peter Tosh and Beres Hammond and George Nooks and those type of
Yeah, so
and
yeah,
those
so
type of
all those
right and those type
people
of
was around you at
influences.
them times.
Yes, and
Yeah.
one of the things too is that most importantly I came from the era where it used to be a village that raised a child. So I
Okay.
think, a lot of the influences did come from my community down there in Lawrence Park. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. That's nice.
Hold on there. I want to drag you a little bit back. So, raise up a little bit. What school do you attend? And give me a little bit about your childhood, because there got to be some spark from the childhood coming up. Talk to me.
Yes. When we can take it way back to elementary, infant school. That's a school in retirement, same place down there in St. Anne. And my auntie Esme, who was also, of a musical background,
Okay.
she was my teacher there. And one of the important things is that they were teaching students through music, like most of the things that they did, bringing across the lessons were musically inclined. So
Okay.
from then, I myself was not conscious from then of the whole fact, but that I believe that is where the foundations were laid from. And also we attended the Brownstown Primary School, and from there we went to the Brownstown High School. So I was a Brownstown man for the most part. And after that, now, after we finished up with Brownstown High School, we had musical influences like pivotal role in all of this, but I myself was still reluctant to, what was happening. So, and not until GC Foster College, now our physical education and sport, we really realized what was happening here. So basically, I gave you a rundown from
Yes,
elementary straight to
most definitely straight to
Yeah.
high school and up. No,
college. Yes.
So while in high school, Sando, you was asked to do a dare by one of your dorm leaders. By one of your dorm
Actually,
leaders. Can you elaborate on that a little bit more?
yes, actually, that was in college. That was college. Because for high school, I mainly ran away from the music. Even though I
Oh, so
was
that
doing
was.
the music, I had no interest in the music then. Not until I got to college, and that's when it everything unfolded. I couldn't run anymore. And that dorm meeting, which I was a freshman, and when you was a freshman in college, they try to, ensure that you follow the rules and the regulations and all of that. So I couldn't run anymore from the calling, and that is where, that is where I would have said the dream was realized,
Yeah.
because after I did a rendition from Liquor Hero at the time, was one of the artists making an impact in not just Jamaica but also around the Caribbean and the world. I don't know if you guys know a song that he did called No More War. He did a song called
Yes,
No
yes,
More
yes.
War. Before the youths them done the war, them
On
a
the
push it further. Yes, and when I draw for that piece, it's like the whole place light up, and they must say, no man, but we have a powerhouse, yes sir, man, and it was from right there. So I would say it was from right there that I realized that there was something there, was something truly there that other
Yeah.
people before them had seen, but I myself would not come to that
would not come
realization, and
okay.
it was then that I truly realized.
Realised, yes, yes. So basically, that's where it started from you, for you?
Consciously.
Yeah. Okay. That's nice.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it's nice.
Now,
Yeah.
my thing is now, right there, the beginning of your artistry and stuff like that. I want to ask you this question: does being an artist change your whole segment of your life base itself?
All right.
Yeah, you
I
heard
don't
me?
know. Yeah, I heard the question, but I think we lost the connection for a minute there. Are
Yeah.
we
Oh,
still on?
yeah, we're still there. We're still on.
Yeah, man. All right. So one of the things I would like to say, I don't think outside of the music that, outside of me being, I believe I've become one with this purpose whereas if I move or if I talk or if I even breathe, I'm breathing my purpose. And my purpose is to uplift, inspire, and motivate people. And we do that through the music. So I would have said, me and the music is one wherever I go or we go, because if I am reasoning with somebody out there, I can take a line from any one of my songs them and inspire somebody with that line. So I see that the music for me is truly, an everyday thing for me. And even here right now, the music is coming out in what we are doing. So I would have said me and my purpose is aligned, and that's how we move forward on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Wow. I can't even touch anything else on that what you just said right now. Now, Sando, after some Bev, you could ask after this. Sando, how would you describe your music right now to the fans and to somebody who have never heard your music?
All right. So, firstly, my officer, I would have to say that, my music is true, it is real, and for me, I would have tell somebody say, you know, if ever you felt like you were down or you were out of it, or if ever you felt like you were in doubts about who you are or what you are here for, I would say, draft your Sando, perhaps draft it not for sale. Perhaps if you were to, try to figure out some of the mishaps, as we call them, or misunderstandings in life, and we wanted to find clearer meaning, from my perspective or from your perspective, I would say listen to Sando's music. So that's one of the things I would have said. My music is a motivation and inspiration and a sense of light, a sense of well-being. So the music has so much in it, and I want to say, basically, whatever you need, just go to the music and it will provide it for you, because it's
I
true.
like that. Bev, hold on one second there. I want to welcome everybody that just came into the room. Sally, I'm trying to see. What's that?
Triple,
I
is your
see you,
camera
man.
on?
My camera is off.
Well, I'm not seeing you at all.
Oh. Hold on one second. Yes, definitely. I want to welcome Data Boss, Ramp, Joe. I want to definitely Bev Young. Keep going, guys. If you
To the
definitely
page, guys.
yeah, definitely, guys. If you have any question to ask, you could drop it in the room. You may missed I may miss your questions and stuff like that, but definitely, don't worry, I'll definitely get to the question, okay?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Bev, and then we're gonna go to the music so that
Right.
people could hear.
Sando, what would you say has been your biggest challenge you've had to overcome in the music business? Is he hearing me? Oh, yeah.
I lost you for a second. Can you give me that question over again, Bev? Sorry.
Yeah. What would you say has been your biggest challenge you've had to overcome in the music industry?
There are a number of challenges that we might face, but for me, one of the biggest challenges that I had faced, and I would have said it was perhaps midway the journey when, I thought that I would have never get the opportunity to use my voice again,
Yeah.
in the sense that I was, confined to I would like to call it a place like shackles on my mind for a minute. So, I think that for me was one of the greatest challenges of, proving to the world that, I'm capable of maintaining the levels of consciousness
Yeah.
and maintaining, the sense and the purpose of who Sando is. So that was one of the major challenges. And another challenge that, myself faced was basically, you know, earning or owning the craft from early out. You know,
Yeah.
that for me was a challenge in the early stages, but one that I soon got over with assistance from, people who saw something that I did not see from early on. So I think
Okay.
those were a number of the challenges that, stick with me.
Okay,
Yeah.
in the room, just before we go to the song, that what's the best song you ever released and why?
You, Tracy.
Guys, share the page, please. Yes.
Yes, well, I'm I'm happy you say one of my best work that I've ever released. Um, to me, to me, the best is yet to come. But as you said, one that we've ever released, I would definitely have to call that song
Hmm.
"Powers Up."
Yes,
Why?
that's my song.
Yes, I
That's my
love that
song.
song. I
That's my
love that song. The message is in the music. So
Yes,
people, yeah, they need to go and listen to that Powers Up song. That is a really good
that
song. Oh
that
my God.
song for me was written from a place where that is where I believe that Sando truly found, his purpose or what he
Yes.
was here for.
Yeah.
Because I was just recovering. I believe I was just recovering from that place of solitary and solitude, confined somewhat to my own space to find me and who I was, and finding that power within me
Yeah.
to
Hmm.
defeat anything outside of myself. And I believe if people or persons were to listen to that song and truly, take something from it, then I don't believe that there would be any obstacle great enough to stop them at anything that they are pursuing.
That's very
Yeah.
powerful right there. That's very
Yeah.
powerful, brother. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go to one of the song, one of the first song that you're
Okay.
also pushing a lot right now, and I'm gonna let the audience get to view and listen to that song, and we also have other songs that we also gonna play. Guys, share the page as you come in. Share the page and listen to this powerhouse song right.
Yes.
No monta, no monta. Loyal to the regime, no we no sell out. Even if we wanted to, the system couldn't afford to pay the price they got to pay. So many sell their soul. This tree has found its roots and firm above the ground, deep inside the forest. They can't cut it down in the stillness of the night. That's where we hear them loud. We witness Babylon fall. When the lions roar, of course they've seen it all and still refuse to bow. No amount of money can purchase me. Money can buy my loyalty. Not for sale, like the sweepstakes. Tell greedy Judas get the match straight. No amount of money can purchase me. Money can buy my loyalty. Not for sale, like the sweepstakes. Tell greedy Judas get the match straight. Now they bring the world up on a platter to my gate, giving me their all. In return I lose myself. Of course I took their loss and made it into gain. Then like a good Samaritan on my merry way. For me they set their traps where many fell a prey. The knowledge that they brought could not replace my fate. No longer will I be ashamed of that which made me strong. Once I was the child, but now I am the man. No amount of money can purchase me. Money can buy my loyalty. Not for sale, like the sweepstakes. Tell greedy Judas, get the man straight. No amount of money can purchase me. Money can buy my loyalty. Not for sale, like the sweepstakes. Tell greedy Judas, get the man straight. The debt's already paid, and that is why the Christ so loyally we stand. By him who gave me life, Islam will not be slaughtered, no more sacrifice. Joy is everlasting, so you heard my choice. No mountain, no mountain, no mountain, no mountain. No amount of money can purchase me. Money can buy my loyalty. Not for sale, like the sweepstakes. Tell greedy Judas, get the man straight. No amount of money can purchase me. Money can buy my loyalty. Not for sale, like the sweepstakes. Tell greedy Judas, get the man straight. Loyal to the regime. No, we no sell out. Even if we wanted to, the system couldn't afford to pay the price they got to pay. So many sell their soul. This tree has found its roots and firm above the ground, deep inside the forest. They can't cut it down in the stillness of the night. That's where we hear them loud. We witness Babylon falling when the lions roar. Of course they've seen it all and still refuse to bow. No amount of money can purchase me. Money can buy my loyalty. Not for sale, like the sweepstakes. Tell greedy Judas, get the man straight.
Yeah. It's powerful. It's powerful. And hold on. Now, Sando, who chose that instrumental? You were the one who chose that instrumental to vibes on that?
Lost him. Not hearing him.
Yeah, Sando, not hearing you. Check your audio. Check your audio.
You're hearing me, Triple, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting you. Sando, check your audio. Check your audio.
I don't know if he can hear you, though.
Hold on 1 second, guys.
Hi, Jade. I Empress B.
Sando, you're muted. You're muted from your side. Unmute yourself.
Hi, Pauline.
Hey guys, as you come in, share the page. Thank you very much. Share the page. Sando, you mute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Send him a minute.
Yeah, there's no audio from your end.
Good.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, we got you back now.
All right.
Yes,
Welcome.
awesome. I want to say, yeah, man. I want to say thanks again for sharing the energy with the people tuned in. You know, it's truly a blessing. I say, we're getting a lot of love from this one. Thanks again to the Righteous Family Movements as well for making the connection, for making this work. You know, I really appreciate love that. And thanks to all of the family and the friends that's tuned in to the Lion TV show. This is awesome. I want to say bless up DJ Blender for this instrumental. I think that it is a beautiful piece. He's the one who, you know, put that together, put the instrumental together. But one of the things too is that I believe, you know, the music, the instrumental itself speaks, you know, and I think that's exactly what it was saying to me.
Wow.
Money cannot buy your loyalty. I wish so many people, could govern by that. It's such a powerful thing. And Sando, when I first heard that song, because I know you're promoting that song a whole lot, and I'm like, wow, the rhythm is very much unusual for a guy like you to be riding, and you ride it with so much, the whole song is put out real beautiful on it. The message is well taken, and I love that. But then when I listen to the power, that song, the power, that I will play later
Powers
on.
up.
Yes, powers up. That song grabbed me. I'm telling you, that
Yeah,
song
yeah.
grabbed me, sit me down, and and guys, I know you guys were saying pull up the tune and pull up. We're doing an interview. We can't pull up and stuff like that. I wish I could do it, guys, and I know you guys are feeling it. Thank you very much for that encore that you guys are asking. But trust me, when you guys also listen to Powers Up, your encore will be phenomenal. Trust me on that, because that song, also you got to talk to me about that song, because that song to me right there is a bio. You feel me? That's your bio right there. So talk to me.
Like I said earlier, 555, Powers Up, it says everything. Powers Up says everything. I was literally at a place in my life where people had written me off, so to speak. I should not even be here today, according to what people predicted. But the final say does not belong to the naysayers or the doubters or people who do not believe in what we're doing. And Powers Up is basically letting you know that even the people who are, so close to you at times will make you feel like you want to give up, you want to give in. But if you have that tenacity or that fighting spirit that you need to have, especially in these times, then you will be a force to reckon with, even as they dig your grave. So Powers Up is basically letting you know that once you find that belief within,
Yes.
Nobody can stop you.
Powers Up.
Yes. Go ahead, Bev.
Okay. So Sando, you write your music, yes? So what's your theme of mood you're trying to capture when writing a song?
As I always say, you can't put a song together if you don't put a message out there. And all of the music that that we put together, it has to be message based. We always want to get a message out there to the people. Like I said earlier, it must be an inspiration. If ever you are in doubt, if ever you feel afraid, if ever you don't believe, then I think that when you listen to the music that we're putting out there and truly want to understand what we're putting out there, then the music will speak to you on that level. So basically, I am going to say again that the music that we put out there is message based, and it's there for everybody. I know that not everybody will see what we're bringing to the table, but those who see, I'm taking my hats off to them.
Okay. What's the best piece of advice you have ever received, and by whom?
I don't think that the best piece of advice that I ever received came from outside of me. Outside of me. And the best piece of advice that me said to me is just be true to who you are. Be true to that person. And once you are true to that person, then everything else falls into place, and that's basically what I did to become true to me, you know.
Okay.
Wow. Now, the 9 to 5, your 9 to 5 is your music, correct?
Well, I wouldn't say that for right now, you know.
Okay.
I am involved in a lot of other, you know, things around the music, but my music, I use the music as a tool, you know, to reach out to people out there. You know, like I said earlier, if there's anyone out there feeling alone, feeling afraid, feeling in doubt, we use the music as a tool, and we will use all other means as well to put that out there to the people, because the people are in need out there, you know, of inspiration from time to time, and they will draw it from wherever the need arises.
That's true. So if you wasn't a singer today, where do you think you would have been doing, or where have been?
And even when I take, or we take, the music to the pinnacle, we will still be in love with the earth, in the sense that we will be farming, and we will also be in construction as well. So basically, it's just growing the dreams, because I remain loyal to those.
I like that. Go ahead, Bev, and I'll follow up with.
Who would you say have been your biggest influencers?
Time and time again, we will hear this name being mentioned, and I will mention it as well once more to the people. The first piece of music outside of gospel reggae was Bob Marley's influence, was Beres Hammond's influence, and more later down the line we have Sizzla Kalonji, we have Capleton, you know, and influences along those lines. Because, like I said, I am from the era where a village raised a child, and the elders played a significant role in the development of the youths then. And that is the type of music that they listen to, and I was influenced as well by that positive and uplifting and also constructive energy. And hence, you know, Sando today.
Whoa, that's powerful.
But yeah, very powerful indeed.
Now, Sando, your music, love of the music. Now, my question to you right now: doing a show right now, and you're performing, right? You're performing, you're holding the crowd and stuff like that. Now, before I even go as far as saying you're holding the crowd and stuff like that, most people, most artists, before they do a show, they normally find themselves, in a nice little meditation. Because to me, you're more of a, I could be wrong. You're very spiritual in some form of way, and especially when it comes to that music. Do you find yourself just before you perform? And I've seen your videos that you do for your song. Then, do you put yourself in a spiritual form? Like a deep meditation first before you put out forth your blessings.
Well, Triple, like I said earlier, and I will say this again, I am one with what I do. I am not divided from that person. And basically, we will walk it, we will talk it, we will dream it, we will sing it, we will speak it wherever we go and whomever we come in contact with. So basically for me, no matter where I am or what I'm doing, I am what I am.
Okay. Tracy, drop in the room. Who would you like to collaborate with?
If he could.
If you could.
Yeah.
Well, for me, you know, I would say it doesn't matter who it is. There's no special person out there. I'm just saying that once we can come together and do good music, then I am welcome. And that person doesn't even have to have a name or anything like that. Once the person is, you know, treading the same road that I am treading, I am willing to work with that person.
That's yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, let me get a little clarification from that. Now you have some artists out there, you know, and I notice this also in the music field.
Yes.
They may not sing, they may not preach the same message as you, which they may
Right.
be 100% off from your message. They want to do they want to do a collaboration with you because you know sometimes their viewership is pretty good, their followers is pretty good. You have a followers over in your end, and most people say, well, the collaboration will bring forth this and that, even if the person is not preaching the same message as you. Would you still do a collab with that individual if most of their music is not on a positive level, but if you look at it money wise, it will bring something different? Give
But
me that
but
feedback.
but 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 Triple, isn't that me selling myself short for basically that's what not for sale said.
I
So
like that.
how could I go against
I
the
like that.
morals that I stand for? I mean,
Yeah.
me per se,
Hmm. Hmm.
me per se, outside of that, I am always going to remain within this self and within this stance that I take. No matter which avenue I go down, whether dancehall, reggae, hip hop, R&B, whatever, whichever, I will always remain in this stance that I take. So,
You walk the walk and you talk the talk. That's what I love. And that's a beautiful
then
answer you give me because a lot of artists out there, especially I've spoken to before and stuff like that, you know, certain things they won't talk about because their life is that way and their music is that way. And then when you combine both together, it's such of a different scale. When I go into your bio, when I go into your music, as you said, you walk the walk, you talk the talk. Whatever you spit out of your mouth, that's you, that's your life, that's your liberty. Another thing that I want to draw to you. Now, when it comes to the Babylon system, when you know some people when they get incarcerated in some way, they come back out, they still go the same trend that they were doing. And you have some, they have that dreaming, they have the aspect, they change their life and they move on and develop something much more beautiful in their life. Now, if you wasn't caught up in certain things, do you think that the message that you have and that burning desire that you have now, do you think you would have had that desire?
all right. I truly understand that, you know, we are humans. We do fall from time to time, but
Yes.
the nature in finding oneself is always to know, be conscious of the fact that you have fallen and get up back stronger than you ever did before. So for me, I am not going to be here and sit on this throne and be all high and mighty, but I will tell you that these core values that I will hold them dear to me, no matter what the circumstances are, you know,
Mm.
and for some, and for some, you know, this may be a challenge, and I understand, but in life, our experiences allow us to become better persons unless we are reluctant to learning, and that can be to our detriment from time to time. So if we refuse to learn from our experiences, it will always be history repeating itself all over again.
And your experience teaches you wisdom. That's beautiful. Now, guys, go ahead, finish it. Go ahead,
You
Sango.
said it. You said it.
Okay. Guys, I'm gonna play this song, and as I said, Every song that he do, I love his song, and I'm not just saying that because I sat down and I listened. Bev C, we go
Yeah.
through the songs that he did and stuff like that. But each person, just like Bob Marley sings so many songs, there's a message for somebody in one of his songs. This song that I'm gonna play now that grasps my attention. Listen up, guys. Thank you for the question that's been asked in the room, and I want you guys big up yourself, Sophia, Debbie. I see you. Thank you, and guys, keep sharing the page, sharing the link out.
Down every trap with them not for sale, like the sweepstakes. Tell greedy Judas get the mark straight. When the power's up, said the snakes up here. When the power's up, said the snakes up here. Yo man, do all of that, but we still got enemies. Friend, I say you out, so with your relatives. Positive you, but them dwell on the negatives. Me and them idiot, them on my sedative. Good gift, enough of them place man I live. To God be the glory and the thanks me I give. Yeah me up, working no hand relate. When them a hand out, no hand give me. Cause them want to be falter, but we are still strong up. No do lolly, no time to rang up. Who I hear that so what time to be man up. Chop beg you tear down every trap with them plan up. Want to be falter, but we are still strong. No you lolly, man, done with the rocks. Who I hear that so we have it on man. Chop beg you tear them down. Yes the mess, I'm now but them want to be pop up. God bless you, them ears must be cock up. Just that shine and them want to be dark up. Now want to be rise, riot them a start up. Stone them give, but we still a make bread. One for the last, they no want to be jet. Vision still clear, but them want see red. Me come to stop vampire with a bed. Cause them want to be falter, but we are still strong up. No do lolly, no time to rang up. Who I hear that, so what time to be man up. Chop beg you tear down every trap with them plan up. Want to be falter, but we are still strong. No do lolly, man, done with the rocks. Who I hear that, so we have it on man. Chop beg you tear them down. Success like a dose of poison. That's why you bought me. People them not like you. Couldn't stop you no matter how hard them try to. Break every limit beyond the horizon. We set goals and we reach them. Couldn't break us down like no weapons. And no vex them go vex but surprise. When them find out the first I want some realness. Yo them want to be falter but we are still strong up. No do lolly, no time to rang up. Who I hear that so what time to be man up. Chop beg you tear down every trap with them plan up. Want to be falter but we are still strong. No do lolly man, done with the rocks. Who I hear that so we have it on man. Chop beg you tear them down. Yo me do all of that good, but me still got enemies. Friend I say we so with the relatives. Positive you, but them dwell on the negatives. Me and them atheists, them on my sedative. Good thing, enough with them place man I live. To God be the glory and the thanks me I give. Yo me hard working no and every day. Why them a hand out no hand give me. Cause them want to be falter but we are still strong up. No do lolly, no time to rang up. Who I hear that so what time to be man up. Chop beg you tear down every trap with them plan up. Want to be falter but we are still strong. No do lolly man, done with the rocks. Who I hear that so we have it on man. Chop beg you tear them down. Won't say greatness. And not normal. Fire than out the air. Shana Shan. No limit. You're a red son and power man. Who there? Them a search for the teacher. Them a gonna two dwell, you know. When I timing. Without. When there? Follow me now. Yes, me come. When I eat. on the ice, tell them step in at the tracks. Graphic entertainment, a major a job. Not a piece, but a mission, and my statement remain. Me fall from bad energy, me powers can't change. Lion in the jungle and you know we can't hear. Firm foundation, that's how we build the base. We will captivate your mind just to live in and no fear. Take you to a place, you lose yourself, you find a way. So if you look into the normal, don't bring it come here. So we spend time in the making just like Monagato. I guess you know the feeling when you know them can't stop you. Personality, I sing like Frankie Sinatra. So you look into the normal, no bring it come here. So time in the making just like Monagato. I guess you know the feeling when you know them can't stop you. Personality, I sing like Frankie Sinatra. So be everything different when you know who the focus. One time gone, now I live in a quarter. So me shrug my shoulders and I roll some boulders. Let go of the matrix, cause man.
Yes, yes, yes. I surprised you with that one, Sando. Yes, my camera froze. I'm gonna change it in a minute. But the last one was like, whoa. But before we go to the last one, you already talk about, you know, powers up and stuff like that. And guys in the room, they were so feeling it just like me, and I'm so happy because, you know, when you can put something out, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, put something out, you write something, and when you write it, people can, you know, relate to it and feel what you're writing. How do you feel?
Well,
before you answer that, Bev, I'm gonna exit out and come back. So go ahead, Sando. Go ahead, Sando.
all right. So like I said, you know, in Powers Up, there is so much in that song. There is so much in that song that, like you say, it is more like a bio, you know, and people can take from that what they choose or please, you know. But for me, it is like I'm truly serving my purpose, you know, serving my purpose as a being on a whole who had been through certain experiences and could somehow, you know, share that experience in a song for somebody out there who might currently be going through that experience, or who are yet to go through that experience, or whenever it is that they meet upon some of these experiences, will not seem or appear lost to everything that is happening, because they will have already heard of Powers Up and know that these are some of the experiences you may encounter on your journey moving forward to whichever your destination might be. So it is a good feeling of, you know, fulfillment, I would say, and accomplishment for me to know that, you know, my experiences inspired or motivated or uplifted somebody out there.
Nice. Bev, you want to go? You want to go? And
Yeah, okay. How do you balance your music with new obligations?
Well, even if I'm doing like something else out there, the music is still there, because then an opportunity may arise for me to jot down one line from an experience during the day on another encounter. So the music is always there. That's why I say wherever I go, whatever I do, the music is all. I am the music. I have become the music. I have become that tool to reach out there to the people. So it entails everyday life, everyday experiences, no matter where I am. And then when I get the time of day, I will sit down and put the idea together and share it with the people.
Oh, beautiful. What about family support? Do you have that strong family support?
All right. So I think one of the times I was already asked this question, but I will put it in a different term. I believe that, you know, family for me are the people who truly stick it out with Sando on this journey here and really, you know, motivate me to keep going and all. And if I am to say family in that sense, then they are a big help to Sando. Whether it be, you know, from a simple general, how you doing today, or what's new, you know, like that simple push, that gentle push that keeps, you know, the torch lit or the flame burning. For me, I would have said family is an asset for me in everything that I am doing, you know.
But you know what? That's a real talk. That's a real talk you just say right there. A lot of people may not have the courage to put that forth because they don't want to have family members say, hey, well, what kind of thing that you say? But that's a talk, real talk. Because you know what happened? I know a lot of artists, and again, a lot of people when you launch out on something, you may not have that income coming in 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and you struggling. You do not have that strong support behind you. You know what? I believe it because most of the time, nobody's seen your dream. Only you. Very few people will see it. You understand? And when your dream comes out to a reality or a success, all of a sudden, cousin, auntie, uncle, everybody come around. Why you know say I'm a favorite cousin, my youth, and things like that. Everybody now recognize you, and you know sometimes even a good friend that may give you good encouraging words along there are more stronger in your endeavor than a bloodline. So I like that.
Well, I like how you said that a while ago, because one of the things too that you just highlighted is that nobody else can see your dream outside of you. And if they see it, then they must be a part of the same cause. And I understand that not everybody will see it, but then one day it will be revealed. And I will welcome them with open arms then, even then, you know, because they did not know. You understand? Yeah, man.
Whoa,
Yeah, man.
that's powerful. That's powerful. Are you managed by anyone right now?
Well, we're currently working with righteous family movements, and
Okay.
you know a lot of the happenings that have been taking place, you know, behind the scenes. I definitely have to give credit to the righteous family movements in that aspect. But outside of that, you know, it's just the most I carrying this wherever it may go, you know.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Now, also on ask you this question. Now, your music have the message, things like that. No COVID, because I missed the COVID or Miss COVID. A lot of people would say, you know, it's so hard right now, especially with artists, to put forth their music. Now you guys have to be, you know, so much on social media and you know all form of social network just to put your music through. Do you find it so difficult now to do that, or you know?
For me, Triple,
Mhm.
um, I was not the artist that was touring down the world. I was always the one writing and you know putting music together. I would say if COVID did anything for me, it just slowed things down so I could pay closer attention to a lot of the happenings that is really going on, and it truly showed me, you know, a lot, a real great, you know, amount that has truly transpired in this time. And I would a lot more time with me, of course, you know, and truly to focus that energy, you know, where it truly needs to be focused. And so for me, I really wouldn't say it changed anything for me outside of that, other than maybe I would be on a couple of tours by now, but I wouldn't know that because you know there wasn't anything in the making for me other than that. So right now it's just basically putting good music out there for the people,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah.
Wow, beautiful. who would you, I'm gonna ask you a straight up talk right now. Um, who would you or what group would you not bring your message to if you were called to perform? Do you have any restriction of where would you spread your message or by whom or what group?
But if we're bringing a message out there, Triple, how can I have restrictions on where I go with my message?
All right. Okay. I like that. I like that. So I'm gonna put it out now. So if a promoter calls Sango and says, Sango, we have a gay and lesbian organization right now with your message. They love your song. Would you do a performance?
Can you give me that one again, General?
Okay. Now I'm putting it out there right now because I like with what you're saying now. So we have this big promoter came to you, come to you and say, listen to me. We have this gay and lesbian organization. They've been listening to your music and they love your song, and we want you to open up with you. Would you
Okay,
have a
well,
restriction in doing that?
I think that would be an honor for me. The least opportunity that I get to put the message out there, I'm going to grasp it with both hands, especially in a time like this where everybody is finding it hard. Of course, I would welcome that.
Sando, say no more. Say no more, bro. You are so positive and so righteous. You understand? And I like that answer that you give. I love the answer that you give, bro. Really and truly. Now, the music, as you say, you walk the walk, you talk the talk. How would you right now relate yourself, especially to some little kids that come to you right now? Because your music could be playing to kids, to grandma, and stuff like that. What would you say to a small little kid who look up to you and say, you know what? I look up to you, you're my idol. What would you say to that?
I am going to definitely say to that youngster that whatever is in me, it is also in you. And there will be a great number of experiences and happenings surrounding your life. But whatever it is that is true, dear to you, then hold firm to those things. As a youngster growing up, I would just have to shine a little bit of light on how I got to where I am and how that youngster can get to where he needs to get to, whichever the direction he may take in life. So I'm going to really grasp that opportunity to, share a little piece of life with him or possibilities that might be out there and, that he can get to wherever he wants to get to. So that's basically the route I would take.
If you want to jump in or you want me to go again? Okay.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
Sando, do you think that there's a song out there that is really overrated?
Can you put that a different way from me? When you say overrated, what do you mean?
Okay. Do you think that there's songs on the market that they are so hyped up and people looking for those songs and rate those songs more than a cultural song, especially like you are song with the message? That's why I'm asking you. Do you think songs are out there that's overrated and they're not seeing messages in certain songs, but they glorify the hype?
I think if I'm going to be like brutally honest, I am going to say that the channels through which the music goes out there has been somewhat infiltrated by what I would call them, like maybe outside parties, in the sense that certain music get to play a lot more than certain music. And I don't think, not even for a second, that it is because of the hype or anything like that. But I believe that the people no longer have a choice in the music that they listen to. So them just work with whatever come. And if they were to get that choice, if they were to choose, then I'm sure that, the things would not be as they are right now. So I don't know if that answers your question.
In a way it does. So do you think that right now a lot of positive message is dying in the music?
And for one, I really wouldn't say it's dying. I think that those who are responsible for putting the messages out there, they are being whether bought or sold for the highest bidder, and they now conform themselves to what the industry requires of them per se. And really wouldn't want to sound disrespectful, but there are no core values there, so people will just sell themselves for basically anything.
You know what? You know what? Don't consider yourself or being disrespectful or whatever. But you're speaking the real 100% truth, and that's what it is. So if a person don't like it, that's their issue. You coming to us 100 with how you believe and what you think is right, and I totally agree with you what you're just saying there. We're winding up and stuff like that. I want to ask you, Bev, you want to go? And then I just...
Yeah.
Right.
So, Sando, what's the best advice you've been given, and by who?
Oh, I think I'd ask him that.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
Okay, I'll go with another one then.
Yes,
And the answer hasn't changed. The answer is still the same.
Still the same.
Just the truth of who you are.
Yeah, Bev, you said he was away for 10 years, right?
Yes, I was not exactly away for 10 years. Yes, it seems like he's come back up from then. Yeah.
Well, Sando, yeah, this was curious with her. Yeah, she was digging up with you, and then she came to me and she was like, I think he was away like for 10 years and then he came back. So, you gotta straighten that out with her because she will not pass that.
I'm glad you guys brought that up. And like I said, there were a lot of challenges in the way. Let me put it this way. I was dead and now I'm alive again.
Okay.
Listen.
Mm-hmm. So it took a while for you to come back. Okay. What's been your most touching experience as an artist?
Awesome. I would really have to, resort back to my time at Noranda Talent Show in 2019. When we won the competition and I saw unity amongst people who were from different backgrounds, beliefs, and ideologies come together to celebrate one common cause. And, to see that the music did that, acted as a conductor for a certain energy, it brought tears to my eyes to see the music that I believe in so much did that for the people them who a lot of people think were divided. So I could just only imagine if this music was put out on like a global scale, what it would truly do for the people in general,
Beautiful. Bev.
Yes.
Bev, I gotta ask Sando this question because
Go on then.
Sando, if me and Bev right now we pay you a visit in Jamaica, we chilling by you, and this morning, we get up this morning, what would be your breakfast of choice you would make for us?
Triple, stop stealing my questions.
Well, I know for me, we love ackee. Myself, me love ackee and saltfish and fried dumpling. I really love that. I think that will be my breakfast with some chocolate tea this morning.
Whoa, chocolate tea. The real yard chocolate tea. You
Yes,
understand?
man. Yes, man.
Nice. Nice.
Wow.
Yes, man.
What's your favorite food?
For me, I really wouldn't say I have a favorite food, but
Mhm.
I just like good food, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Do you
my
like cooking?
favorite.
You like to do a lot of cooking yourself?
Oh my gosh, man! I will cook every chance I get to. I think,
Okay.
I think, I think that's one of the things that lure the Empress, to Sando. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's one
Listen
of the
me,
qualities.
Sando, I love to cook. I'm
Yeah,
always
man.
say,
Yeah.
man must learn to cook. You get
My
me?
mom made sure
Mm.
of it.
Thank you, Sando. That's good. Listen to me. I'm pretty much older than you, but you grew up in the old school like me. The parents say, listen to me. If wifey, girlfriend, or whosoever you with decide that she not cook, you must not go to your bed without dinner. You can go in the kitchen and rose up something, and you're good to go. So I like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, if we can, build up some of these qualities in our youths, then I
Yes.
think the burden sometimes would be equally shared in the
Mm,
household
yeah,
and
yeah.
not always depending on the woman to take care of certain aspects in the house. The man can jump around to and get it done.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
as somebody drop it in the room, they say your jerk chicken is off the hook. So Bev, so Bev. So anytime we go Jamaica, we not go,
Yes.
go to no jerk place, whatever. We go find Sando. You understand?
It
Oh.
would
At
have been a
least.
pleasure, man.
Most definitely. No, I want to ask a jokify question. You understand? Because we're wrapping up right now, and I like your vibes and stuff like that. If you have the power right now to free one of two artists out of incarceration, Vibes Cartel, Ninja Man, who would be your choice?
But I like how you asked me that question. Which one of them do you think has truly changed?
Mm,
Good
that's
question.
another good
Yes.
question you're asking me. A type
Yes.
of question. Um, okay. Me personally, let me see. I have not heard of any. I have not did any follow up from the incarceration, so I don't know.
All
For a
right.
fact
Let me
if
just
you.
let me just say this. Let me just
Mm,
say this. If it were on separating the art from their talk, then
yes.
on that basis, I would allow Vibes Cartel to speak, to the people on that level. But they
Mhm.
are somewhat divided from what they do. So I can't speak on that basis on their work. So basically I will just leave it at that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, oh, that's a
Wow.
wicked. I like that.
So, Sando, what would you say friends and family most appreciate about you?
In cooking, we can answer that.
Can
What? What you say, Triple?
I say he's cooking.
No, he's got to have other things besides cooking.
Ahead, Sando.
Yeah, man. You were saying something, Beth?
Yes. What would you say family and friends most appreciate about you?
You're cooking, Sando.
No, Triple.
Shush.
Well, I can be a fun person to be around, and I
Hmm.
think that's one of the qualities that really stand out about me as well, my sense of humor.
Humour.
Yes.
Hmm.
You know what? Yeah, since you know what, since you're on that levels right now, Sando, who is your friend? Who do you call your friend?
Ah, well, like we say, uh, not friends but family, you know. And for me, I'm open and receiving of whomever it is, you know. Once you reveal yourself who you are, then you know we are one, no matter who it is.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
So basically, there's certain friends that you keep around you and certain friends that you don't.
I have to understand who I am and what it is that I stand for and what I am about. So I'm always conscious of that fact, no
Yes.
matter where I am or whoever I am with. So yeah, man,
Yeah,
I have to be
that's good.
conscious of that.
Hmm. Wow.
Now, as we wrapping down within the next 10 minutes, I want to ask you this question, Sando. How would you like to be?
Can you say that again, Triple?
Yeah, Sando. How would you like to be remembered?
Well, the truth is, like I said, if I am one with what I do, then people are going to always know Sando for that truthful personality, that inspiring mentality, that uplifting spirit that he, you know, has. And that for me would have been, you know, it for Sando, I would have said. Yeah.
Hmm. Wow. Okay, Triple, I have probably two more to ask.
Go ahead.
What's one, Sando, what's one thing you would never do as an artist?
One thing I would never do as an artist
Mm.
in the sense of
Music.
in what
Music
sense
wise.
music.
Music.
I would, well, for me, there are certain, like I said earlier, Bev, there are certain things that, you know, I hold as core to me, and I would just never step outside of that. That's
Okay.
basically it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Okay. Go Triple.
Name something you love and why.
I love fishing. I love fishing
Fishing.
because, yes,
You
yeah,
surprised me.
yeah, man. I love fishing because when a fish bite, and you get that feeling of pulling it in. It is an amazing feeling.
Yes,
That
you're
that
right.
for me, for pulling it in, that is it for me. Yeah,
Yes,
man.
Hmm.
beautiful. Okay,
Okay.
so name something that you don't love and why.
Well, I don't. For me, I really don't appreciate love dishonesty. I don't appreciate love disloyalty. You know, and main reason is that when I come at someone or you know I go at someone, it is 100 as we say with truth and realness, and I really don't appreciate love anything outside of that, you know.
Hmm. Oh, wow. So I have one last question for you, and I always ask this when I'm interviewing a person, always, and I save it to the very end, and it's what is your most useless talent?
Say that again for me, man, please.
What is your most useless talent?
Oh, him not have none.
I like to
Stand up. Bev, look behind him. There's a guitar right there. He's good
Yes,
to
I
go.
know.
Yeah. Go ahead, Sando. We're making fun at you, bro. Go ahead.
No, I think. Oh, there he is.
That's okay.
Did you hear the question, Sando?
Can you repeat it for me, please?
Go ahead,
Yes.
Bev.
What is your most useless talent?
And as Triple was saying, there really is none, because
Wow.
once I got it, I'll be good at it. So, I really wouldn't count myself out of anything.
Yeah.
If I were to
Okay.
do it.
You will try,
Yes.
put your hand to anything and try.
Sando,
That's good.
trust me. I definitely want to say, much love and respect. As I said, very few artists that I interview. I could definitely say, I
This has
felt
been
like I've known you from school days, like me, you, we grew up together in a short pants days and things like that, because the whole, you're very comfortable to talk to. That's number one. You know, you don't go around and be pretty much commercial. That's what I love about you. Also, again, you're not commercial. You don't give the commercial answers that people want to hear. You give
Yeah.
the answers that you live and you believe in. That's another thing right there that I like. And I wish you and the Lion TV show family, we wish you all the success there is. And of course, you will always have a segment on my show when I'm playing. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely want to thank you for being part of the show this morning here. And
Yeah.
in
It's been
closing,
interesting.
yeah, definitely. Anything you want to
Very
say, Bev,
interesting.
and then anything you want to say, then we give it over to Sando to give his benediction. Anything you want to say, Bev, to add to it? Or you good to go?
Pardon?
Anything you want to say to add to
Just
Sando?
thank you for agreeing to do the interview on the Line TV International, and it's been a pleasure meeting you on the chat here. And I wish you all the success in the world for what's coming up for you.
Beautiful.
And
I really want to say, yeah, may I? Yes.
Yes.
I really want to say, the pleasure is mine, to even be able to grace this platform here, to be able to connect with, your audience, and I really appreciate love that. I want to say enough respect to the Lion TV. You guys are, carrying out a great movement here. And I want to say special thanks to Tori, and Commander, for making this happen here today as well.
yes,
Whole Lion TV family. Peggy Debbie, yeah man, bless up yourself, see you here.
to myself, Peggy.
You're
The
welcome,
whole
Peggy.
Tombstone, Lawrence Park family. I want to say enough love coming out to you guys, and I definitely have to say special thanks to DJ Blender as well, and
Mm.
Sandstorms Entertainment team. We also have Foxy's production in the making, and the Righteous Family Movements. I want to say special thanks to those guys, for journeying with Sando over the years, to help us grow. And yes, we continue to grow. We give thanks for those strength, because if it were not for them, then the outcome might not have been what it is today, even though we still continue to grow. So we want to say special thanks to those people. Big up my Trenchtown family locked in today as well, for supporting the whole cause here. Just know that the Facebook family as well. I know that the Facebook family is tuned in to the happening today. I want to say special thanks to them, and you are greatly appreciated, loved. Yes, I.
Yes, thank you. And I also wanna give thanks and praise and love to Tori, who brought your name to my attention and stuff like that. And also um, um, Peggy Debbie, she don't stop promote you I just love her skill and her style that she does. If I see her name on Facebook, your name is also attached to something. So I like that with her. And enough respect, enough respect and blessings. I like that. Anytime I see, come on, anytime I see her type something, your name have to be attached to it, and I love that. And again, and I said Tori who brought your name to me, and we spoke. And as soon as we spoke, it was like, whoa! I know this guy was just, I said, as I said to you, I'm looking forward for this interview because I just want to sit and chat with you and just get that vibes from you. You understand? And I love that. I'm really happy for that. I want to say thank you again and all the best. And to
Yes.
our regular viewers, one love, one aim, one destiny. Thank you guys for logging in. And good music. You can't beat good music. You understand? That's the
right.
most important thing. And he always have a message with his music. And the good part about it, you know, I remember a boss always say to me, you know, um, love the life you live the life you love.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sando, for even putting that on the forefront. One love again. Thanks to everybody, and have yourself a wonderful weekend, what's left of it.